Hi, my name is Nana.misa. I'm a London-based cinematographer, and in today's video, I'm going to take you guys through how I shot a series of how-to videos for a skincare brand based in the UK. I'm going to show you some BTS footage, which will show you how I set up the scene, how I lit the scene, and how I shot the scene, and just give you guys kind of an idea as how I work as a one-man band cinematographer. All right, let's jump into it.
Okay, so it's the evening before the shoot. It's probably it's about midnight. I should actually be in bed, but I always try and make sure that before I go to bed, I've packed all my equipment and everything I'm gonna need for the shoot. I pack and I leave in my hallway right by my front door to make sure that I don't forget anything, because I can't tell you the amount of times that I've got to location and realised I forgot something. So here you can see all my equipment ready to go, packed in my hallway, and what I'll do in the morning, I'll just double check everything. So I've got my camera case, my lights, my rucksack, which has other bits like camera accessories. I got all my lights and stands that I'm gonna need. So it's the next morning. I almost forgot to even record anything for BTS, but yes, I'm currently on my way to the shoot now. So yeah, just gonna head down there, then set up. And I've arrived at the shoot. I'm gonna capture some BTS and me setting up all the lighting and things like that. I'm currently the first person here, so hopefully I'll make sure I capture the BTS and me setting up.
Okay, so what you're seeing right now is me setting up a white backdrop, because for the shoot I wanted a clean look so that you were drawn to what the talent was doing, because some of these were going to be a mixture of campaign and how-to videos. So I wanted, you know, a very clean look so that people could follow along with the instructions that were going to be given in the final video, which wasn't easy doing by myself, but managed to get it done. Okay, so here I am setting up the camera package that I'm using. I'm using the Blackmagic Pocket 6K on a 24-105 Canon L lens f4. The reason I chose this lens is because I knew that I was going to be shooting a lot of faces within this campaign, and I wanted the faces to look flattering. And to get a good focal length for flattering look when you're shooting faces, you want to pick anywhere from 50 and above. So the 24-105 worked perfect for this because it allowed me to get those focal lengths above 50 to give a flattering and pleasing look when I was shooting shots which were just above the shoulders, but also gave me the option to have a wide shot if needed. So right now you'll see me set up the lighting for this, and the lights I went with were the Amaran P60s. I chose these because they're panel lights and also bicolor. With panel lights you get a good spread of light, because I wanted to make sure the backdrop was well lit and evenly lit so that it gave that separation between the talent and the background. So unfortunately I didn't manage to get BTS of the whole lighting set up, but I do have the final setup, and what I'll do is I'll talk you guys through the lighting that is in this setup. When doing beauty lighting, you want to make sure that the lighting that you're using is flattering on the talent. So this requires you to use either a very soft and large source or multiple soft sources to make sure that the face is evenly lit. So what I went with is, instead of a 2-light setup for the key light, was a 120 centimeter octagon softbox. So it was a big light source. I feel like maybe I could have gone bigger, but I felt this was big enough. And the light I was using was the Amaran 200DS. So that is the main key light that you can see over here. What I also did was I took a 5-in-1 reflector, put it on the silver side because I wanted a little bit of light to reflect and fill any kind of shadow areas underneath the talent's chin. Now let me explain a little bit about the setup that I have with the Amaran P60 lights. So I use 4 lights in total. As you can see, there's 2 lights which are pointed at the backdrop here, and that's making sure the backdrop is evenly lit. And then there's 2 other lights which I'm using almost as rim lights, stroke hair lights. And I wanted to add a bit more warmth to the image, and especially when you're working with darker skin tones, in my opinion, I think warm light works well on darker skin tones just as a touch. I feel it gives more pop to the skin tone, especially when you're shooting against a plain white background. I wanted the talent to pop from the background. It gave like a golden look to the footage. So what you can see now is me interacting with the talent. One thing I've tried to do a lot more now is, when I'm working with talent, I've tried to ensure that I'm creating a good rapport with them, as well as give them better direction. Because one thing, when you're working as a one-man band, you're working both as the camera operator, cinematographer, and the director. and you're most likely, well, not most likely, you will be editing it yourself as well. So what I've tried to do is ensure that I'm giving good direction, whereas in the past I felt I wasn't given solid instructions, because what would often happen is I wouldn't be clear in the instructions which I wanted from talent, and I felt that would often result in me having to do a lot of work in post. And there was even times I would know while someone said that, no, they need to do that again, or they need to do that in a particular way. And maybe because of the fact that I wasn't as confident in my skills in terms of my camera work, giving direction, editing, etc., whatever it may have been, I wasn't confident enough to give more solid direction to talent, and I would often kind of let them do their own thing. So now I make sure I still have a good rapport and try and create a good vibe on set. I play music, I have conversation with them just to get to know them a little bit better, so that we're both at ease with each other. That allows me to give them more direction, and that allows me to maybe have that confidence to tell them, yeah, I think we should take that again, do that take again. Even if it takes multiple takes, it ensures that you get things right whilst you're on set. All in all, I really enjoyed the shoot. The talent that they used, they were really fun, really bubbly. The client that this was for, I do a lot of work with them, and I really like working with them. They're a good company and they have a good product. And yeah, I'm looking forward to doing more campaign stuff. So that was the breakdown of how I shot that particular campaign shoot for one of my clients. I'm gonna try and do more of these videos in the future, just to give you guys a little bit of insight into how I work. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you thought of this style of video, if you'd like to see more, any tips you can give me or feedback on how I shot this. I'll appreciate that as well. And if you did like the video, leave a comment, give it a like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Like I said, I'm going to be trying to drop videos a little bit more regularly in between my client work, because I've been terrible. I've said I was going to drop videos regularly and I've not stuck to it, but I'm going to try my best to make sure I get these out more regularly. But for now, once again, hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.